you're off to a good start. I know last year we all know what happened in the first game. How did you kind of, take the experiences last year? I know you kind of got in there towards the end and stuff, but what was your offseason like? Just getting ready, this was going to be a big season for you. There were opportunities for you to come in and earn a starting job. What was your offseason like, I guess, in getting ready for this moment?
I kind of just took a different approach this offseason. Last season I was very eager to get back out on the field and get out there and help my team best way I can. And this year I kind of took a slower approach, kind of just placing myself where my feet were, not really thinking too much ahead, and kind of just letting things flow for myself.
Now, were you practicing mostly at corner last year, or where were you?
Yes, last year I was cornerback for sure.
Okay, so when did the move to nickel take place? Was that in spring, or when did that happen?
Yeah. This past spring, they felt like they needed a nickelback and called me for the job. So it was kind of just a next man up type thing.
So that made a lot of sense with Neville and Bam were coming back, and Rashard Kazi did such a great job last year at nickel, and he graduated. So did you like the idea? Did you feel like that was a good opportunity for you to come in and earn a starting job?
Yeah. It was definitely an opportunity for me to come in and help the defense, help the team best way I can. I was nervous at first, kind of thinking too much about it. My coaches walked me through it, and we kind of got through it from there.
What are the major differences, going from corner to nickel? You're still in generally the same position, but there's some nuances that are different. Did it take a while to get the hang of it, or did you adapt pretty quickly? Or
I felt like I adapted pretty quickly. Cornerback, you on the outside. Nickel, you in the box. You in the slot with more space in the inside playing the slot. So it's definitely a different thing for me, but it came along pretty well, I feel like.
So what was the first game like for you? You're out there, you're starting, playing well. That's kind of what you came here to do. Just kind of, what were your emotions like going into this season, knowing that you were going to be playing such a big role?
Like I said, I kind of took a different approach for this upcoming season than I did last year. So it was pretty exciting, but I was trying to keep myself mellow and take that slow approach.
So what kind of feedback have you gotten from coaches since the beginning of the season? Have they been happy? Are there areas where you need to improve? Like, what kind of feedback have you gotten for your early season performance?
They're definitely satisfied with how I'm performing as of now. They want me to keep it going. There's always areas I can improve on. But yeah, they're pretty satisfied. They like where I'm headed.
Were you tight with Kazi?
Yeah.
Has he communicated with you? Has he been watching the games and stuff? Or?
Yeah. He early on in the spring he hit me up and kind of gave me some tips on the nickel position and kind of tried to help me walk through it from a distance, coaching me up on things he felt like I needed to be coached on and things he had trouble with himself. So he helped me with those things.
So after a game like Pitt, does the defense refocus? What were some of the takeaways from that game on maybe what needs to improve going forward?
Just giving a little bit more effort. Kind of remaining focused for 60 minutes. Playing our hearts out. Kind of just keeping that edge the whole game and staying focused and going that extra mile.
I know it's been a few days now, but what was kind of the team's mindset after that? Were they angry? Were players just like, maybe thinking about things they could have done better, that could have changed the outcome? What was kind of the vibe from the team, like in the couple of days, I guess, before you got to the Monday practice? You guys haven't lost. You guys haven't lost really regular season the last couple of years.
Yeah, right. It took a pretty big toll on us all. Nobody likes losing. We were all some pretty big sore losers after that. But we brothers, we're a family, a team. Kind of brought us together to let us know, like, okay, we need to step it up now. Let's just take that extra mile that we haven't taken yet. And we've been going about it pretty good, I feel like.
So it's been a good week, first few days of practice.
Yeah. So far, we still got the positive mindset on our heads. going into this upcoming week, playing UConn. Everything's pretty smooth.
So, a couple more questions. Growing up, I mean, were you always a football player? Did you play other sports, or was football always your thing? Or
Yeah, for sure. Growing up, football was definitely a thing I felt like I could make a living out of. I also ran track growing up.
Okay.
But football definitely caught my attention.
Who were some of like your favorite players growing up that you like to watch?
I grew up a Florida fan.
Okay.
I used to watch Tebow, the Percy Harvins, Jeff Downs, those guys. You know, still, even when Vernon Hargraves was there, I was playing DB in high school, so those were some pretty good players I looked up to.
Yeah. Did you have like a favorite pro team? Were you like follow the Dolphins down there, or just kind of? Whatever's on TV?
I watched a lot of the Dolphins and the Packers. I feel like.
Yeah. So you get to come home. I mean, the last loss prior to this one was Fiesta Bowl, where you had to wait a whole offseason. You get to play this week. Does that maybe make it a little bit better that you can kind of refocus on something else? And how much are you looking forward to being back at home and having a chance to prove yourself again?
Man, it's nothing like playing a home game here in the bounce house. I feel like it was a tough loss last week on the road. Being back home, we'll kind of have things in our favor. Great fan base. Go out there with a chip on our shoulders and ready to give our next opponent everything we got.
I appreciate it, Aaron. Thanks,
No problem.